Since New Mexico is a highly Hispanic / Latinx community, I thought it was pretty fitting to kind of put the spotlight on it. So I wanted to share a couple fun facts about New Mexico and health. Scott. Oh, you can say that. Yes, Wilson. Right, so real quick, who knows what the person-first philosophy is? I can't see your hands. Okay, so I'm assuming nobody. One person, okay. Well, that's not enough. Okay, so in the mental health world, the person-first philosophy is the philosophy that says it's important to get to know and to see that there is an actual person first, and then a health condition, right? So, for instance, I like coffee, I like sunflowers, I can be pretty awkward, and that's me as a person first. And then I have mental health conditions, right? Like I have bipolar, so I would say I have bipolar rather than I am bipolar, and on the converse, I would not say I have bisexual, something that you are, right? I am bisexual. So that's the person-first philosophy, right? Okay, so some fun stats. So in New Mexico, about 30%, about 1 out of 3 of us have a mental health condition with unmet needs. We, on average, have spent $1,400 out of pocket for health needs. And last year, according to the source, 60,000 New Mexicans were kicked off of Medicaid. And that is troubling because we don't always necessarily know how to navigate that system. I mean, just recently I'm calling to get resources for somebody, and it's like, call this number. No, call this number. Oh, we don't do that. Call this number. You know, and it's like for other folks who advocate for a different person other than themselves, it's confusing. Imagining for the person trying to seek help, it's also very confusing. Go to the next slide. Who here already knew what our national ranking for deaths by suicide was? One person. Yes, we rank number 4 in deaths by suicide according to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And understandably, similarly, we have been in the top 4 of deaths by alcohol use since the 1980s. So, yeah, I know. How do you make something that's like mind-numbingly depressing, like a little bit funnier? Do the noise, right? So yeah, it's pretty tough, right? And from my perspective, as someone who's like spent a little bit of time working in the field, it's like, how do we fix that, right? Other practitioners in here, how do we bridge those gaps, and how do we like move into those disparities? It seems like, you know, with these high statistics, like people getting kicked off, we have, you know, low socioeconomic ratings for a large part of our demographics, meaning a lot of people need resources, right? There's a large piece of large chunk of people with unmet needs, and a large chunk of those people do not know how to meet those needs, and a large chunk of those people are not necessarily going to jump in the right hands of the person who's going to meet those needs. So, all that to say, we have a lot of work to do.